What is going on? What is going on, guys? It is Darian out here coming to y'all live with another video. It is Spotlight Sports Talk. I have two special guests here with me to do the Royal Rumble. Y'all heard it. It's a wrestling topic on my channel. So we are here to do it. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my two guests. I have this guest to my left. I have Mr. Malcgoolie over here. What is going on, sir?
What is up? What is up? What is up?
You ready to get into these matches?
Oh, yeah, just like Braun Strowman getting these hands.
Oh, listen, say no more. And without further ado, man, this guy.
A year older.
The GOAT. Yo, the GOAT. Sir Cardinal from Sir Cardinal TV. What is going on, my man?
What's up, everybody? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. So, Royal Rumble is Sunday, January 27th. It is going down. It's going to be like a 4-hour event. I'm letting y'all know that now. I'm only doing the Royal Rumble matches of the live stream. So, before y'all do anything, please go subscribe to Sir Cardinal TV and Malcgoolie. Their links will be in the description. So, please go subscribe to their channels. But without further ado, Malcgoolie, you can tell us the first matchup, and we can just get straight into it.
Well, we got two pre-show matches, and let's go with one that's easily one that everybody can guess with, and that's the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy Murphy is defending the Cruiserweight title against Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. This one here is a no-brainer. Buddy Murphy. Because what I've been hearing on 205 Live is that Tony Nese has a backup plan. If Buddy Murphy loses that belt, what is the point of the surprise? So something has to happen, but Buddy Murphy is retaining the belt. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I would love for Hideo Itami to win and Akira Tozawa, but if Kalisto wins, he says that all three of them, the Lucha House Party, would go jumping back and forth with the belt, which I don't want to see. So let's go with – I'm going with Buddy Murphy.
This is a no-brainer for me. I don't care about the other three. Kalisto, I don't know why you're still on 205 Live, bruh. Get on the main roster. Do what you do on the main roster. Or SmackDown or something. Get some different type of title. But Buddy Murphy is here for me, man. I love the way this guy wrestles, in my personal opinion. I'm going with Buddy Murphy. Sweep. I'm taking it. Short and
sweet. Buddy Murphy.
It ain't really not. There ain't nothing else to explain. You know,
nothing.
There ain't nothing else to explain. Buddy Murphy retains.
There's like nothing. Well, here's another one that every Rusev fan is a little upset with because this match is on the pre-show as well. Rusev is defending his United States title against Shinsuke Nakamura. This is how I feel. I love both men, but Rusev just won that belt on, what was it, Christmas Eve?
Christmas Day, I think. Yeah.
He won it on Christmas Day, and this is how I feel. Rusev wins, and every Rusev fan wins. But for me, if Lana is at ringside, we all win. Happy Lana Day. Rusev all day.
I'm going with Nakamura here. I feel like Nakamura – but at the same time, I got to think about it like, if Nakamura loses this, right, will he get a push? That's my only concern. Will they finally get him the push? Because he needs it. Like, they're not doing nothing with him with SmackDown at all.
And it's kind of sad.
But if he does win it, how he's going to make the United States title relevant again? That's another question. But I'm kind of over Rusev Day. They drawn it out too far. It was good for a little bit. Lana Day, I'm over it. She might be entering the Royal Rumble, so she might not even be at his ringside. I'm going Nakamura here. I'm just kind of mad that he's on a pre-show. The much talent that he has, he's on a pre-show.
I agree with that. And plus, I don't like him as a heel, but unfortunately, I'm just going to have to say Rusev Day because it's Rusev Day. And Lana is the best. Lana number one.
So me and Sir Cardinal are going Rusev, and Spotlight, you're going with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Even though I would love for Shinsuke to get a push, but this screams out Rusev, in my opinion.
Just imagine if Rusev Day was going up against a face Nakamura. That would be difficult for Rusev to have.
Oh, it'll be really, really difficult. And plus, get to see heel Lana, so it'll still be Lana Day.
Yeah, true.
Well, next up, guys, it's a match that, good God, in my opinion, shouldn't even be on this card. And I only care for only two people in this match. I care for Cesaro and I care for Shane McMahon. And I'm not a huge fan of The Miz and Sheamus. It's here and there for me. So, yeah, The Bar is defending the SmackDown Tag Team titles against The Miz and Shane McMahon. Oh, my God. Please let The Bar retain. Don't let Shane and Miz win this, please.
I don't think it's going to happen. I had to rethink about the last one we did. I had to rethink it. And just the way things are going with what I saw on SmackDown this week, things look like they're running smoothly with Shane McMahon and The Miz. But it's just telling me something about The Miz. It's just something telling me about him not to take them here. I'm going with The Bar as well. I feel like Sir said, like not in the last video, like he's going to turn on Shane and there's going to be a WrestleMania match. That's how I'm seeing it now. I had to think it through and look at how Miz really reacts, how he acts around Shane. He's a little bit too tidy and close with him. Something ain't right there. I'm going with The Bar to retain.
I agree with that 1,000%. I think The Bar is going to retain as well. But like I said in the previous video, I think that The Miz is going to turn on Shane McMahon at some point. I have a feeling like The Miz is going to try to control the whole match and he's going to try to tag in, and he's not going to. Then they're going to start they're just going to start not trusting each other. Something's going to happen during that match. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I just have a strong feeling that The Miz is going to try to take control of the match, try to win it for their team, and it's not going to work out for them. And then they're going to end up feuding, and WrestleMania 35, here we come.
And all right, I can take it from here, Malcgoolie. I got the match here. The match that I think it might be the match of the night right here. SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka will be defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against the man, Becky Lynch. Malcgoolie, take the floor on this one, man.
You know what? I love Becky Lynch. Everything about Becky Lynch I love. I love everything from her heel run, the way how she just got on Nia Jax saying, keep my name out your mouth. I love Becky Lynch. But this got Asuka screaming all over it because Becky Lynch will be in another match later on that night. I'm going with Asuka. The Empress of Tomorrow is going to conquer the man.
I agree with that, too. I think Asuka's going to win that match clean. I think Becky Lynch, but there's rumors I read today that Becky Lynch, if she loses, she'll be entering the men's Royal Rumble at number 30.
Oh, God, that would be amazing. That would be hilarious and also dope.
Is rumored to win that match as well to face a triple threat at WrestleMania for the women's title.
Oh, that is a spoiler as it best.
That's what I read this afternoon. I wanted to share it on this episode, but last time I was saying Becky Lynch would go to the women's Royal Rumble, but there is rumor she's going to attack R-Truth, maybe possibly.
So the Kenny Omega rumors are out there.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for still, but I read it today that Becky Lynch might be in the men's Royal Rumble because she's the man.
That would be the first ever for a woman to win the men's Royal Rumble. That would be the first ever.
Yes.
That's crazy. Just think about that. I'm going with Asuka. I said it in my last video. I think Asuka retains, and I think she has a little run with this title. Do I see Ember Moon, and I'm making my pick now, do I see Ember Moon winning this Royal Rumble? Yes, and I feel like she's going to take on Asuka at WrestleMania. That's the match that people want to see. That's the rivalry. They have a story back at NXT. I'm calling it now. Ember Moon will win the Women's Royal Rumble. She's going the same route as Asuka did. She had her little bumps in the road, but I can see that happening and that rivalry building up. I'm taking Asuka over Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch enters to the Men's Royal Rumble. I take it. I take it. I like it. I like it
too.
So
but there's also another superstar that is rumored for the Men's Royal Rumble, but we'll have to wait and see come this Sunday.
Right. So we do have the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey, the defending Raw Women's Champion, versus the number one contender in Sasha Banks. I'm going with the upset. I like the attitude that Sasha Banks had on Monday Night Raw. I liked her attitude. She didn't back down from Ronda Rousey, and she's not scared of Ronda Rousey. And I don't want no woman to be scared of Ronda Rousey because Ronda Rousey's putting on this nice persona now. She's not the mean Ronda Rousey like back in UFC, which we need in WWE if you think about it. But I'm going with Sasha here. I just like her attitude. I like the momentum that she had going in, after Raw went off. I like it. I think Bayley and Sasha beat Ronda and Natalya in the tag team match on Monday Night Raw. So that's momentum going into the Royal Rumble. I like Sasha Banks. I think Sasha can get Ronda Rousey in the Banks thing. I really think she can. So I'm taking Sasha with the upset.
I agree with that, but I still think Rousey's going to win that. But the momentum is definitely on Sasha's side, and her promos against Ronda Rousey have been really good as well. I just feel like it's a chess match when it comes to picking people in matches, because it seems like 1 week, one person, if they built up the storyline week by week, usually they take turns alternating who gets the upper hand. We haven't seen that with Ronda Rousey yet. So I have a feeling that Ronda Rousey is going to win this match, and she's going to be undefeated until WrestleMania.
I agree with that as well. I'm so happy that this whole Ronda Rousey rumor thing has finally died down, and she finally went off and finally said, look, I'm not leaving WWE, even though there was a rumor of her leaving WWE, so she can start a family, but she actually said that she's not leaving. So this has Ronda Rousey written all over it. I love Sasha Banks, but Sasha Banks, you and the Hugger have some more titles that you can win, and that being the women's tag team division. What's it called? The Boston Hug connection or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not buying it.
But Spotlight, I will say this: if they lose to somebody like SmackDown, I'm thinking like maybe the Iconics or something like that, we will see Sasha go heel or Bayley go heel, one of the two. If they don't, if they don't feel comfortable putting the belts on Sasha and Bayley.
I can see them going, because that's at the next pay-per-view that they're going to be presenting those titles. Mm-hmm. And I could see those two winning it, but I'm also looking at the NXT roster. I know the Japanese girls, Kairi Sane and Lo Shirai, have been pretty good as a tag team as well. So they might get called up pretty soon. You never know, just to have them compete for those World Tag Team titles for the women.
And I think the World Tag Team titles is a good idea anyway, due to the fact that it brings more girls up and it gives more women the opportunity to, get titles or at least get a face on the main roster. But for Sasha, I feel like she's a 4-time champion, but she never had a real title reign.
Vince 1 month.
Vince only really always stripped her of something, always say that she was hurt or whatever. Knowing darn well she wasn't hurt, Vince still think that Sasha ain't ready to be a champion. But she's a 4-time champion in the books, if you want to be honest. But I feel like she needs. I think if she does beat Ronda, that's what I think she turns heel. If she beats Ronda, that's what I think she turns heel, and then that's where she could be a good women's wrestler. Think about it, Becky Lynch had to go heel for her to be the man. It's time for Sasha to turn. I've been waiting for Bayley to turn because I'm tired of this little 12-year-old ponytail that she be wearing, thinking she Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm just not feeling Bayley anymore. So Sasha's with the upset, but you can take the next 2 matches, man.
Okay. Since we got the women's out the way, let's get with the men's world heavyweight titles. Let's start off with, since we ended with Raw, let's end it with Raw. Brock Lesnar defending the Universal title, that strawberry shortcake looking belt, versus Finn Balor. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if Finn pointed this out, but I go on Facebook a lot, and apparently he's not going to go demon, which I'm kind of happy with.
No!
God. No! Damn it.
Hear me out. If he was to go demon and for him to lose, personally, that not kills the demon physically, but it kind of does because ever since he goes demon, name the victims that Finn Balor has beaten: AJ Styles, Seth Rollins.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't think AJ Styles, that pay-per-view that they had where he filled in quickly for Bray Wyatt, I think it was just regular Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it was Demon.
I think he was Demon.
Well, we can look at it later and we can.
He was Demon in TLC. But the thing is, he's been undefeated.
He's been undefeated.
And also Bray Wyatt, you can add him onto that list. He's been undefeated. Why kill that?
But look at this though. All them names that you named can wrestle. Brock can't.
No, it's true.
Difference.
Just suplex F5s.
Just suplex the F5.
Brock Lesnar, like I said, and I said this on the last video that we tried to do.
Right.
Brock Lesnar, I respect him in 2002 to 2004, but then he left. He went to the NFL, and then he went, to Japan, then UFC, and now he's back. And, of course, the Brock Lesnar fan base, I'm not a huge Brock Lesnar fan, but I will say this. Brock is retaining. The only way I can see Finn Balor winning this match is the following. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman has to play a big factor in this match. If, the referee is knocked down and he gets into the ring and he not just, power slams him once, not twice, but 3 times, and Finn Balor goes with the coup de grace, I can see that happening. Of course, the Brock Lesnar fan base is going to go apeshit crazy with it, but at the same time, it's something new. And plus, Finn Balor gets the title that he never really lost.
That's why I'm picking him to win.
I would love to see Finn. I would love to see Finn win. I would love to see Finn Balor win, and I would love to see a fatal 4-way match because Raw needs a big main event for WrestleMania, and I believe that there will be a fatal 4-way match between Lesnar, Balor, Strowman, and my pick to win the Royal Rumble. But I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar because I don't think they would put the belt on Finn. And it's sad and it sucks. But it's Vince McMahon. It's his way of thinking. He thinks Brock Lesnar, and every time when I go against Brock Lesnar, it always backfires on me. So there's that going. So I'm going with Brock Lesnar.
I'm sorry, but I got to go with Finn Balor here. I feel like with Finn Balor, he has the quickness to make Brock Lesnar tired. Only way Brock Lesnar can get him in the F5 or Suplex City if he can catch Finn Balor. That's the only way, for real. But at the same time, I feel like Vince McMahon thinking okay, he's on screen saying he don't believe in Finn Balor. But I think he does because he put him in this position for a reason. I think he's tired of not having a actual real champion every single night on Monday Night Raw. You could tell when the champion's not there, the ratings are horrible. I think Vince is actually looking at the ratings listen, we need a champion that's going to be there every Monday night, defending it on every pay-per-view, not just one or two pay-per-views per year. That's why I think he made Finn Balor go through Baron Corbin. He made Finn Balor go through the Fatal 4-Way. If just for him to lose, I don't think so. I'm going with Finn Balor in the upset. Brock Lesnar, go over to UFC and get your ass kicked there. Bye. We don't need you.
If Finn wins, I'll be so happy.
Well, I'm going to agree with that. I think Finn Balor is going to win as well, even though I really want the Demon character. Even if it's not, I'll be okay with it. But I do think Finn Balor is going to get his lumps in this match. I do think he's going to go to Suplex City. I do believe he's going to get that F5. But if it only takes one, like it was on this past Monday, to pin him, I'm a little bit worried. But Braun Strowman definitely has to play a big part in this match. So I'm picking Finn Balor with some help from Braun Strowman.
I can agree with that. I definitely can agree with that.
And I agree with that too. But knowing WWE, they'll find a way to mess this up. And something tells me that Finn will lose clean, and then Braun Strowman comes out, and that's when I'll be like, you guys screwed it up yet again. And the sad part is, Brock Lesnar should have lost that title a lot. Should have never even won that title to begin with. But I don't know why.
Braun should have beat him 3 times for it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why they're afraid to push
Braun should have beat him 3 times for it.
It's just
It's
he
like,
can't speak on the mic, really. That's what's holding him back. I think his promos aren't very good. He botched his lines a couple of weeks ago. It was really bad. I don't think he's the guy to be a champion as well. Yes, he's big and strong and everything like that and get these hands and everything, and he's hyped with the crowd, and the crowd loves him. Just his promo skills aren't the greatest. It looks like he reads off a prompt. It's just not good.
Well, you guys are going with Finn Balor. I'm going with Brock. As much as I would love to go for Finn, I'm going to go with Brock. So let's move on to SmackDown's World Heavyweight Championship match. Daniel Bryan defending the WWE Championship against AJ Styles. I'm going to say this. What happened on SmackDown, I'm still going with Daniel Bryan because what Daniel said, his promo with Vince, I actually like that. And the bad part about it is, although me liking it, isn't Daniel Bryan supposed to play the heel? Why would you let the heel say that? Now, if AJ would have said that, okay. But you let the heel say it.
Well, usually with the heel, usually when you're a heel, you can say whatever the hell you want when you're a heel.
True, but when he got on Vince, I was like, I just looked at them on TV. I was like, oh, okay then. But I'm still going with Daniel Bryan, even though there is that rumor. Well, actually not a rumor, but AJ Styles' contract coming up. I don't know. I still believe AJ will still resign. I mean, they treated AJ like royalty when he came into WWE. If they keep AJ will have another title run. He's not leaving SmackDown. He better not. He better not go to Raw. He's better on SmackDown. But I'm going with Daniel Bryan to retain the championship. The question is, who do you pick for SmackDown's main event for WrestleMania? Daniel Bryan retains, though.
Well, it depends whoever wins the Royal Rumble.
And true, but if a Raw superstar wins, if you were to pick anybody on the SmackDown roster, who should face Daniel Bryan?
Well, I'm picking AJ Styles anyway to win this match because the only way you're going to get AJ Styles to stay at WWE is make him a champion. That's just what it is because he's been waiting so long to get here and his contract is coming up. I mean, what do you have, like 1 or 2 title reigns already?
I think he's had two
and then also
runs.
a U.S. title reign as well.
Yeah, he had the United States. I feel like he's the guy over in SmackDown. He's the guy. And he's the face, and the crowd still loves him. The fans still love him, and he's a fighting champion. He'll defend that belt on live shows, not even televised. He will defend that belt on the street. That's one thing about AJ Styles. He's a passionate champion. I'm not taking nothing away from Daniel Bryan. I just think this heel is uncomfortable. He looks uncomfortable talking on the mic as a heel. He doesn't look right to me. It doesn't look right. It looks uncomfortable. It looks like he goes backstage and be like, man, I really had to say that stuff on script. Like, I really had to say this stuff. Like, that's how I feel about Daniel Bryan. I just don't like him as a heel. The guy can wrestle. I think this is going to be one of the second best match of the night for the Royal Rumble because they both high flying, they both quick, they both can counter. So I like this match as well, but I love AJ Styles. I've been loving AJ Styles back all the way in TNA when he was in Japan. That's my guy. So I'm going with AJ Styles here.
It's a coin flip, really. It's not a bad outcome if either of them win. I agree. I don't like Daniel Bryan as a heel character, but apparently he came up with the idea to turn heel. I was reading that, so he was okay with turning heel. I just don't like the way he speaks to the fans and calling them fickle. It's a little bit repetitive with it, but you know what? I understand it. My prediction in this match, I would love to see AJ retain just because he needs to re-sign. Plus, AEW is opening up right around the time once his contract is over. Will he go to AEW? Is Vince scared that he's going to go to AEW? So they need to put the title on him to keep him on board for another year or two. And with my prediction in the Royal Rumble, it could be a dream matchup coming. Hopefully, crossing fingers.
My thing with this, like, if AJ Styles do go to AEW, the question is, will he have to work less and get paid more? You know that little that WCW thing, they got paid more and work less.
Well, they're getting top dollar in AEW. Everyone's getting equal pay, apparently. The women are getting the same as the men in AEW. And the guys got money like you cannot believe. That owner for the Jacksonville Jaguars, he's got a boatload of money.
Yeah,
so
if he's the owner of an NFL team, that just tells it right there.
He's got multi-billion dollars. Well, I think he's richer than Vince, I heard, apparently. So
and Vince needs some competition. He really needs some competition
to get himself back together with this brand of his of the WWE.
So I'm asking you, aliens, bring back the real Vince McMahon. Bring him back. Bring back the real Vince McMahon. And also, you know what? Up your writing team. Bring back Paul. I think Paul Heyman, is he one of the writers for Raw, I believe?
He's backstage a lot now every week, so I've been hearing that too. He's doing stuff.
And also, even though this is also a coin flip because the heat that he had with Kevin Dunn, bring back Jim Cornette as a writer. I mean, you think about it.
Or Vince Russo. I mean,
that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen.
That's never going to happen. But I just had to throw it out there.
I like to see it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think Vince Russo is like too X-rated for this PG television that we got now.
Who knows? Maybe he can make things better rating wise. Like he had some great stuff when he was with WCW and WWFE at the time. So I don't know. Maybe he could make it work, but I just don't see it happening. I don't think Vince McMahon would bring him back.
Vince Russo, my only thing I liked about him is that he put Hogan in his place, and Bash at the Beach, he gave us Booker T as World Heavyweight Champion. So I'll give Vince Russo that.
Right. But let's get straight into the two last matches of the Royal Rumble, y'all. The 30-woman Royal Rumble match. Y'all could take the floor with this one because, these are going to be the last two matches of the night. So I won't be surprised if Vince make the Women's Royal Rumble the main event again. But just what Sir Cardinal said earlier about Becky Lynch might be going into the Men's Royal Rumble. The Men's Royal Rumble might be the main event because of that. But who do y'all got winning the Women's Royal Rumble and going on to WrestleMania?
Well, I have 3, and I know it's kind of cheating, but on my channel I always do 3 when it comes to Battle Royals and stuff like that. For number 1, I agree with you that you said earlier, Spotlight. Ember Moon is definitely on there. I believe Charlotte is also a favorite, and Becky Lynch, when she loses to Asuka. That was only 3, because there's no way Carmella, even though she's number 30, there's no way in God's green earth she's winning that Rumble. No. But I do believe the final 4 could be Charlotte, Ember Moon, Becky Lynch, or Lacey Evans as the final 4. And speaking of Lacey Evans, what they did for her on Raw, I have a feeling they're going to make Alexa Bliss a babyface and have her feud with Lacey Evans. But other than that, those are my top 3.
So you're saying that Alexa Bliss will be coming back for the Royal Rumble? That's what she
announced it on Monday.
Okay, so she will be in the Royal Rumble. So with that being said, I'm still taking Ember Moon. I've seen so many people, not so many people, I've seen so many title reigns from Alexa Bliss. I don't want to see her win it. Ember Moon time is here. And I feel like it's that time for her to have that feud with Asuka on a main roster. When I say that rivalry in NXT was like they had to step up their game because of the rivalry with after Charlotte and Becky left and after Sasha left and Bayley left, they had to step up their game in NXT. That rivalry was so good. That face-off that they had, loved it. Loved every promo that they did. Ember Moon wins if she picks Asuka, and Ember Moon will beat Asuka at WrestleMania.
I agree. I agree 1,000%. I picked Ember Moon to win this Women's Royal Rumble as well. Charlotte is definitely going to be right up there, right behind, I agree, because for WrestleMania, just because there might be that triple threat. Like I said, it could be Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, I think, would go to the Women's Royal Rumble if she loses that match in her singles match for the title. And same with the Sasha and Rousey. Whoever loses that will definitely be in the Royal Rumble too. So I'm picking, as my wild card, I'm going to say Lacey Evans could be possibly one of the surprise finalists in the Final 4, Final 5. Like you said, that's a great feud to set up right off the hop for Lacey Evans is Alexa Bliss, because right now Lacey Evans is a heel, and she's a damn good heel, so why not? But I'm going to pick those three, but Ember Moon's my number one to win as well, to face Asuka at WrestleMania.
So technically, it's like all of us are going with Ember Moon as our number one pick to win the Royal Rumble. So
pretty much.
Last but not least, the men's 30-man Royal Rumble. Now, I changed my pick because of what happened this week on one of the brands. And I'm going to tell you why once I hear y'all picks for this Royal Rumble.
Well, my dream finish for this whole Royal Rumble. You know how R-Truth is very forgetful on where he's from, like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and he's in Green Bay. Like, look at this past week on SmackDown. He was naming all these wrong things. How would you feel if R-Truth came out like at number 29 instead of number 30? He makes that mistake. He thinks it's number 30, but it's actually number 29. And then you have your big debut of Kenny Omega at number 30. That's what I'm kind of hoping happens. I'm just reading into it far too much. You never know with Becky Lynch. She might be in there too. Who knows? But I would love to see Kenny Omega in the WWE. And if he is in this WWE Men's Royal Rumble, I'm picking him to win with Seth Rollins number 2 in my second pick to win.
Well, I love that. I actually believe that if Kenny Omega does come, oh my God, that Phoenix crowd is going to pop. They're going to erupt.
They're going to erupt.
I'm going to wake up my whole building. I'll be screaming nonstop.
You got to record that, then.
I'll be I'm live streaming it, so that will be clipped and it will be uploaded solo.
Oh yeah, so we both be live streaming. Yeah,
but I'm doing the whole show.
Same here.
Oh, see, I get off at 8:00. That's not gonna be able to happen. That's why I'm able to do the Royal Rumble, the Rumble matches only.
Okay.
Well, I'm live streaming the whole show as well, and you know what? Like I said, I was going to go for 3, but there's only 2. And I agree with Sir Cardinal. If Kenny Omega comes, if Kenny Omega wins, he needs to go to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
There's SmackDown's main event. But the second, and I have the shirt on to prove it, this man right here. Now, we can talk about AJ Styles had a hell of a year. He did. But Seth Rollins also should be on top of that list for another person that had an excellent 2018. Yeah. Good Intercontinental title reign. Some great matches on Raw. Good on the mic. And also I love how Triple H tried to bring in that old sadistic Seth Rollins, that architect. Bring back the architect. Bring that back. And also
bring the architect without the authority, though.
Yeah, without the authority. But I believe Seth Rollins, if Kenny Omega doesn't show up, Seth Rollins is the absolute favorite. And there's been rumors that Roman Reigns has been talking to the writers of Raw to have him win the Rumble so he can take on Brock. But it all depends on that, once again, that Universal Championship match. If Braun interferes and costs Brock the title, we're getting a fatal 4-way match. You have to put Brock. You have to put Braun. You have to put Finn. Finn will have to survive the Elimination Chamber, which he will. And then you have Seth Rollins, the winner of the Rumble. And also, I believe that if that happens, Seth will win the title. Finn Balor goes heel. And then that'd be very interesting having Finn go heel, in my opinion. But I'm going with Seth Rollins to win this. And second, Kenny Omega. And surprises in the Royal Rumble. Kenny Omega is 1. I believe we will get the return of Sami Zayn as well. Mm-hmm. And I believe Bray Wyatt will make a comeback.
That's a good one. I'm waiting for him to come back.
And I'm also he was on Starrcade and he beat the hell out of Corbin, but then we never saw him again. Right. So yeah, he'll be there. And another one that I would love to see, and I know Spotlight, you're going to hate me for this, but Velveteen Dream needs to be in there in the Rumble. He needs to, and Goldust needs to be in there too, so I can see that.
I like him as a wrestler, but I just hate his character.
But what would you guys think about Velveteen Dream? Or you hear Hulk Hogan's music and you think he's in the Royal Rumble, but then it turns into Velveteen Dream's music afterwards.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
That's what I would love to see him come in like that. Use Hulk Hogan's music at first, and then he comes out. He would get a huge pop too. This guy's been on fire this whole past year. He's definitely one of the best wrestlers in all of WWE right now.
Yes, Velveteen Dream is really a good wrestler. I just don't like his character. He looked like a he just like a little sugar in his tank. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what we said about Goldust.
I hated him at first.
I said that about Goldust, but who's more athletic?
Goldust is a great wrestler, but you know what? Velveteen Dream can also wrestle. He is only 23 years old. The guy's got some skills, but I hated him. I hated that gimmick right when it first debuted. I was like, this is ridiculous. I turned it off, but I turned once he had that feud with EC3 where he threw him into the pool.
Yeah.
Dude, it's 3 feet deep, like it just killed me. It's just like he's one of my favorites right now.
Right.
Because he's Velveteen Dream. Also, legends. What type of legends are we going to see at the Rumble?
I ain't do my pick yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Spotlight. My bad.
I ain't do my pick yet. Now, my question to y'all is how many wrestlers won the Royal Rumble 3 times?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
2?
No, Randy Orton has 2.
Stone Cold was 1.
Stone Cold was 1. It was
Triple H.
Michaels?
Was he the only one?
I think he's the only one.
Austin's the only one.
So, I'm going with 3rd time's the charm here. Mr. Randy Orton himself. Why? Because you need competition over on Raw. Now, Brock,
he's on SmackDown.
But if he wins the Royal Rumble,
okay,
he will pick Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That's what I would like. Because Randy Orton can out-wrestle Brock. Now, if Seth Rollins go up against Brock at WrestleMania, it's an okay match, but we know what we're going to get out of Brock Lesnar when he gets his hands on Seth Rollins. Randy Orton is a bigger guy, a little bit stronger than Seth Rollins. That RKO could come from out of anywhere. Just like it did on Tuesday night on SmackDown.
That was a good spot.
Like it did. And I was like, you know what? Nobody's giving Randy Orton a chance to win this Royal Rumble. That's my underdog. But, like you said, if that scenario pops out, I like that scenario to go with Kenny Omega. But if we don't see him, it's only right for Randy Orton to make the Raw brand better because he's not getting pushed on SmackDown. Bring him over to Raw, make it a little more exciting with his RKO and with his seductive self. I like this pick for some reason. It depends on when Randy Orton comes in. If he comes in after the 20s, he's going to win. If he comes in before the 20s, he's going to lose. And that's what I think Kenny Omega is going to win it. But if he comes in between 25 and 30, Randy Orton wins this match.
Wow. That is a good that is a good prediction. And plus John Cena is not in the match, so that's a good thing too.
Exactly.
Could be a storyline. He could be in there. They say he's injured, right? But you never know. He still might be in there. He might.
Yeah, quote unquote. He hurt his ankle or whatever.
Yeah. Remember with the torn pectoral when he had a few years ago, and everyone was surprised when he came back and he wins.
Yeah, he wins the World Rumble at number 30.
At number 30, yeah. So you never know. He might be in it still.
So that is our pick show. That is our predictions for the Royal Rumble. Let us know what you think about our predictions here. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk. Please subscribe to Sir Cardinal TV. Please subscribe to Malcgoolie right here. These guys are awesome. I love talking wrestling with these guys. But comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. And we see y'all in the next video.